Hello, I'm Jackie Jackson Dukes, and today is my first time adding to my business podcast where I am interviewing people that are doing good things in our community. My first guest tonight is Tony Strong Murphy. Tony, say hello.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're going to be talking to Tony tonight about some of the things that he's been doing in the community and give him an opportunity to share how he got started and some of those things. One of them is helping and feeding the homeless in the uh, Jonesboro, Mount Zion area. Is that correct?
That's correct. Atlanta.
Yeah. Tell us how you got started doing that.
Well, it started a while ago. My daughter's birthday, she wanted to feed the homeless. So we made sandwiches. We went out and we passed them out to the homeless. And it lasted for about a month, the family and us. After that, we stopped doing it. And I guess about a month later, guy came and said, "Hey, aren't you the one with the sandwiches?" And so we picked it back up and we make love bags. You get a sandwich, chips, apple
Oh,
juice,
that's
water.
interesting.
Yeah. And one of the homeless people like is the boiled eggs and bottled water. When it's cold, they like the socks. And so this is a blessing to be able to give back.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. One of the things I've noticed just from watching some of your films and some of your posts on YouTube and TikTok, you don't just feed the homeless, people just hand them a sandwich or hand them a love bag. You actually get out, you talk to them, you take pictures with them. Um, Tell me why you do that.
Yeah, because you can get a lot of wisdom from persons that don't have, they're still wise. And I'd rather become a friend with those. And they're so intelligent. Sometimes they need not just a sandwich, but someone to talk to.
That's a good point.
And most of them, it's interesting too. I've been saying, how did you get here?
Right, right.
And you're dealing with former mayors and former rappers and different people. So, and they like to share their stories. Somebody shoulder to cry on,
Yeah,
and very interesting because I take a lot of their ideas and thoughts and put it to the film.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
That's interesting. Um, One of the things that you also do is you help the youth in the community as well. I know that you have a lot of videos out there where you're coaching boxing and things like that. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I'm at an age now, and we as a people, it's our responsibility, especially as a black man. I lived over 65 and I've learned what not to do and what to do. So I like to pass it down to the next man to prevent him from getting incarcerated. Or I teach him to pick their heart. Like it's hard to work for someone and it's hard to have your own business. I want to get the mindset
Absolutely.
and stay in shape,
Hmm.
and I don't force them, but I try to lead by example. Um, I like to like to dress nice, like to respect our sisters, and I teach that to them. I think a black man should teach a black man,
Oh, that's very
and,
true.
and I love doing
That's
that.
very true.
Yes,
That's interesting because we need more people to talk more about taking care of ourselves. And that's one of the things that you and I have in common. Well,
yeah,
it's one of the reasons that I chose you to do this interview tonight with me. We're talking about getting up in age. You look very good. You're 68 this year,
that's correct.
and I turned 69 in
Wow,
December.
you
And
look
so,
younger.
thank you. You look great yourself.
Thank you.
But one of the things that we have in common is that our um, passion to get people to just move. And you
Yes,
said you do boxing, but you were
yes,
telling me earlier we were talking about this that it's just a matter of moving
yes,
and enjoying what you're doing. Some people
yes.
play basketball, but you chose boxing. Tell me again why you chose boxing over some of the other ways for exercising.
Well, boxing also it teach you. So if I play basketball, it's okay, but boxing don't it gives you that reassurance because you have a weapon. Um,
Hmm.
and I remember walking into one gym. They said no weapons. I said I can't go in there, but it gives you self confidence,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it helps you to memorize. It helps you um, to lose weight. It's a
Hmm.
physical thing.
Hmm.
So you got like three things going with one thing. You
Great,
know.
great,
Mhm.
great, great, great response. And you teach, I saw you teaching adults. I've seen you teaching men. I've seen you teaching youth too. So
Yes.
tell me a little bit about how you like working with younger people.
Um, Young, well, all people, but mainly young people. I think I can put them in the right direction if I can get them on the right path. Usually when the older people come, it's because of a weight condition or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. Now I do want to say that a lot of men come to me, they're usually short
Mm-hmm.
or don't have a fighting spirit.
A lot of confidence there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming out of a movie or something.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody step to them, they can have a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I like teaching the youth. Come from the drill team. I had 200 guys in Southeast DC. And I moved here to Atlanta, and I had about 120 guys. So
Yeah, I
I'm
saw some
still
pictures
working
of
with.
it. That looked
Yeah,
really
oh yeah,
powerful.
yeah. Still working with some of them.
Oh, good,
Yes,
good,
ma'am.
good, good.
Mhm.
Um, One of the things that people don't see on your videos and a lot of your followers, and I want to say I saw you had like 2,500 followers in some of your videos.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they don't know about, well, most of them may not know about, is that you are actually a producer and a writer.
Oh yeah,
And
that's right.
and so I want to talk a little bit, and I know you can't tell a whole lot about what you have coming up
Right.
because you have challenged me and asked me to help you and got me into it as well.
Yes.
And writing this movie script, and
Yes,
it's really interesting.
it is.
So, talk a little bit about how you started with that.
Well, I first want to say that if you have a dream, um, you should start doing it. Just do it. My son came to me years ago, and he wanted me to help him with schoolwork. They had to do a film or something, and he came to me and asked me what did I think about his film, and he started off with a basketball scene, and I said, nah, man, you don't want no basketball scene. Let's see, you want how about somebody looking for their dad, and we sat down, and come to find out who talking about me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a dad in my life, and I always wanted to see my dad,
Mm-hmm.
and so the movie started portraying me.
Right,
I didn't
right.
know it.
Yeah.
So it's a very powerful movie. Since then, I have two full films and four short films. Just wanted to do it. I got my interest, and I would say that if you want to do a movie, you can do it. If whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. And I always like to tell them, choose your heart. It's hard not to write the book. It's hard not to write the movie, and it's hard writing the movie. And your fitness, it's hard, ladies and gentlemen, to do fitness, but it's hard being sick. You have to pick your heart. My heart is the writing, and
Yeah.
I'm falling in love with it. And
Yeah.
thank you for your input.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah.
enjoying doing it as well.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're absolutely correct with my clients. One of the things that you mentioned earlier is getting people's minds right. So
Yes.
what I talk about is renewing your mind
Yes.
and getting your self confidence.
That's right.
And so working more on starting out working on getting your self discipline
That's right.
intact,
That's
and
right.
then you'll be able to
That's
reach your
right.
goals easier because
Absolutely.
you've made the commitment to do it. You just practice doing it
Right.
on a regular basis, like you said. You box just about every day,
Yeah,
correct?
every day.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
once you get that commitment, then
Yes.
everything else will follow. You shouldn't be watching that
Yes.
scale. Just
Yes.
show up every
Just
day.
show up.
Just show up
That's
and do it.
exactly right.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Now, lastly, but certainly not least, you have a prayer
Oh
line
yeah. Yeah.
in the evenings at 8 o'clock at night,
Yeah. Every day.
every day,
Mhm.
and you get on there and you just share the word. Tell me
Yes.
about that.
Well, it all started with I'm certainly appreciate God, man. He just amazing in my life. And I thank him for the challenges and everything. But so there's a young man I work with, Scotty. We've been working 20 years together, and he had a stroke. Um, and I learned from that stroke. He wasn't taking care of himself. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to take care of
You do.
yourself.
You do.
You really do. And I thank you for your program because I notice your interest in people being healthy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I tell them they don't have a problem until they get sick.
Mhm.
You only have one problem.
That's right. That's
So
right.
take care of yourself. So Scotty had a stroke, and I learned from him. His came from that silent killer called worration. You
Yeah.
cannot worry, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
stress.
So what happened was he would call me every night, and we'd talk about the Bible, the parables. Then someone else would call, Miss Dixon would call, and now it's three people on the line. And
Mhm.
somebody said, "Why don't you get a prayer line?"
Oh, so that's interesting.
Yeah. And I didn't know how to do it. I asked God, and He gave me a prayer line um, with no code. Most of them
Mhm.
have codes, but God gave me one with no code.
Mm.
So we decided to get on every night because there's nothing more important than to fear God or to know God.
So to just start off as a group of you just praying together and
Absolutely.
encouraging each other.
Right.
That's very
Right.
interesting.
Thank
And so now you have a lot of people that are joining the line,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
uh, uh, we want to make sure that I let you know that we're going to be putting some information at the bottom of the screen after this is over, so that you will be able to reach out to Tony about his boxing, his coaching of the youth, and most importantly, you'll be able to tap in. He'll give you that number for that prayer line. We'll put that
Yes.
on there, and you can
Yes.
join any
Every
night,
night. Every night.
any and every night
Hmm.
at 8 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Tony, is there anything else you wanted to talk about that I didn't bring up
No,
that you wanted to share with the
no,
audience?
and I want to tell everybody this. In order to meet someone, if you want to meet someone, you got to become that person you want to meet. I noticed when I met Jackie that we had the same thing in interest. I love working out. She like working out. She eat healthy. I eat healthy. She like movie writing. I like movie writing. So you got to become that person in order to receive that person.
So we need to add to your repertoire your long list of things that you do, matchmaking and how to find a mate. Is that what we're saying now?
Yeah. If you, I think you got to become that
You
person.
got to become the person that you're looking for.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
You want, yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much
Yes,
for joining me
you're
tonight,
welcome.
and thank you, audience, for listening in. And stay tuned for all the great things that Tony's doing. And I promise you that you'll enjoy that prayer line if you
Yes,
sign in at 8 o'clock.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was, it seemed like a long time, but it
Still
wasn't.
recording. Still recording.
Oh, that's okay.